I don't know if I changed mine. You need to show some love sometimes too. You need to be a little bit. That's what the ladies want to see.
No, baby, you alright.
They want to see that, you know.
You're good, mama.
That you real in the field.
So.
Is your phone? Your phone is going off.
No, my phone just get notifications every day. So I could just go and wait until we see some people start joining.
Well, let us see.
Kingston now stop going body now, so.
Kingston is going to stop. He is a man that likes to be heard and seen.
Yeah.
What happened to our light?
Like now charge.
It's dead?
Something happened to that part there, but we don't worry about it.
Maybe get that other piece.
Wow, go on, Truth.
Hi, Truth. Hi, Mariah.
Everything alright? Yeah, man.
What's your charger, huh? And then
charger, plug it in?
Yeah, get that other USB.
No, we have two things plug in.
Oh, okay.
So with that, I try to use that USB I can plug it in.
Hey, ladies, how are you guys doing? Can y'all hear us okay?
Yes, I am.
Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us okay.
Kingston, tapping eyes, no man. The boy they go on someone. Beer things go on, you know. Right now, know so we like say I'm going beer and things.
Yeah, you know how he do. Can y'all hear us?
Yeah, man, I'm good to go. I should be good to go. Come and see that go. Amazing. All right, then.
Okay, good.
So what's been going on, ladies?
What's up, you fine?
Think all right? All right, then.
Is he snapping properly? Yeah, he is.
How's the coronavirus treating y'all? Is it been crazy? Quarantining? Been inside the house? What's been going on?
All right, well, tonight we just wanted to hop on live. You know, it's been a while since we posted anything, and I was like, we got to talk to our people because
yeah, we have to check in for a minute.
We're not always the most consistent at uploading content, but it doesn't take much to hop on live and you know, chit chat a little bit. So,
Truth says she's an essential worker, so she been out there in the streets.
Well, thank you, Truth, for being out there on the front line. We need you guys. Yeah,
man. We are about to go on vacation too. We are about to, hit the road, do some stuff. We can't let the coronavirus keep us down like that. So because of that, we are about to hit the road too.
Yes.
Go on a vacation. We'll probably take you guys with us. You know the thing already.
Yeah, we about to risk it all, y'all.
Yeah.
Not really risk it all, but we've been in the house. I'm in the house a lot. And it's like, you just need to change the scenery. So
yes, man. Sherelle. All right, then, Miss
Hi,
Blair.
Sherelle. Welcome. Well, yeah, so I don't know how long we're going to be on here tonight, but we just wanted to pop up and
just check in for a minute. Check in for a minute. You know it go already and see how everything I go. Interact with you for a minute. And we can have a little convo. You don't know the thing already.
Forgive me, ladies. It's a real struggle right now in the hair department.
Talk about some things. You know it go already. Mariah did it too. Check in. Big up yourself to Mariah. So, yeah, man. So we're just checking in, man. Just checking in. And, just there to see what I'm going really. Yeah. See how now spend this quarantine time. I know some of y'all are essential workers. And some of y'all got to be out there regardless. Like myself, yeah. I got to be out there doing what I do because you know it is already. So it's pretty tough.
We need you.
Barbara, big up yourself.
Thank you, Barbara.
Yeah, man, we are all it safe, Barbara, man. You know it go already, man. We try our best to be safe in the street, As I say again, I got to be out there doing what I'm doing. Barbara says she's from Canada. Canada, big up yourself,
I want to go to Canada real bad. I want to check it out. I heard it's so clean there.
What part of Canada? Why would you in Canada?
I mean, I would just want to go to the city, yeah.
What's the city of Canada? Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto, right? Because I would want to go where, things are happening. Since we're not familiar with it, I don't think we need to be in the suburbs just chilling or nothing, Yeah.
All right, then. So, yeah, man. One of them time I've got to touch Canada side. It go already. And see what's going on in the great Toronto. Never been there. Love to see what it's all about. But yeah, some of us gotta be out there and taking on this coronavirus. Hey, now. Anybody in the comment section got coronavirus before? Anyone of y'all got the virus?
People don't want you blasting them like
Why
that. Well, I have had some people be upfront about it, but
that's what I'm saying. Any survivor, sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good to know.
My grandmother's uncle, my grandmother's
over
brother caught it, which that would make him my great uncle.
Yeah.
He caught it, but he made a smooth recovery, so. Thank you, Mariah. I tell if we're not putting it out regularly, we still need to touch base with you guys because even when we're not putting out content, we try to stay connected to you guys. We answer emails, they be crazy sometimes, so sometimes we can't answer them, but we do our best. But we just try to stay connected. Like yesterday, we did a post. I think there's a new section on YouTube called the Community tab, where we can kind of interact with each other and stay connected. So we did a post yesterday because we cooked oxtails.
Yeah, we'll cook some more oxtails.
So y'all check out the community tab. We can start talking about some things there. But yeah. So what you want to get into this evening?
I don't know. What was the tagline again? What you put in there again? To break up with a Jamaican man?
No, not how to break. We already did how to break up with a Jamaican man. Which, if you are curious, which you can always check that video out. But in this video, we really wanted to talk about what turns a Jamaican man off. And the reason why we chose this topic is because we did we did content on this before, what turns a Jamaican man on. So definitely check that video out if you have not. And anybody that's watching this video after it goes live, make sure that you check it out as well. But we got a lot of people asking us, emailing us, asking us, well, can you talk about what turns a Jamaican man off? And we were kind of hesitant.
Which is a crazy topic because...
Sherelle said we both looking good. Oh, thank you, Sherelle. I needed to hear that, girl, because right now I'm feeling a little busted, But thank you. Much love to you.
Let them coronavirus time, boy, I tell you, look coming like I just one of them things there. You can't stay, you can't look how you want to look. You ain't got to put yourself together too great. Sometimes it's good though to get up.
And get dressed up?
I get dressed up. So I see people doing that. Getting up, getting dressed just to be in the household, just to feel
I admire those people. Who are y'all out there? Like the people that's actually like getting dressed to stay at home. I like that concept. I think it's so cute. Like, you just get fly for yourself. I love that. I mean,
one of them things.
Do I do it? No, but I could start. I could ease into that. Yeah,
so you said what turns a Jamaican man off?
Yeah. We were hesitant to do this because I think we just felt like it was repetitive content, But then we talked about it a little bit more, and then we realized, okay, it's two different entities. We could definitely expand on.
I think it's the same thing, regardless of what it is. When I think about what turns a Jamaican man off, I'd say Caribbean men, and it would be a larger scale to say what turns any man off. Is it a difference? Well, let's dive into that. Is there a difference between what turns a Jamaican man off or what turns any other man off or the typical man off?
Kingston's going crazy.
I kind of doubt it. When you hear my son, that's Kingston right there. Just want his presence to be felt.
Yeah, Kingston is very used to being like all up under us. So whenever we're doing something without him, he's like, what y'all doing? And why am I not a part of it? So no, he's not being neglected right now.
It's Mama and Kaiten.
Hey, Mom and Kaiten, what's up?
Them up on the line. All right, then. So, I don't know. I think it's the same thing. Mm-hmm. When it comes down to what turns a Jamaican man off, I don't think it's very much different from what turns, the typical man off.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. What's the typical man
What turns a typical man off?
Sure.
Or a man in a war, or a Jamaican man off, or a Caribbean man off. I want one of the basics. Lies. Lies is one of the things that I would say turn any man off at the end of the day. I think in the beginning of any relationship, be as straightforward as you can. No, understand some people would say, well,
I'm gonna go check on this boy.
Sometimes you got to.
I'll be back.
Sometimes some people will say, well, you know, you can tell little small lies in the beginning of the situation, you know, when y'all get together. I don't believe that. I believe that, you know, stay to your true self. Be as true as possible, because the beginning is what, you know, will make or break it. If you be real in the beginning, then anything that has to come, then it's just one of them things. You know, a person will have to deal with that, or at least you make them aware and give them the opportunity to step away from it or continue with it. You know, some things are just hard to digest for some people. So some men will probably hear certain things, and it goes both ways, both male and female. Some female, you know, you will tell them certain things at the beginning, and if it's too much, she's gonna go. Fine, at least you're honest. And it's the same thing with any man. You be real to a man at the beginning of any relationship. Put all the cards on the table. And sometimes it might be too early to put some of the cards on the table, so it's understandable. But I would say don't lie. That's one thing.
Does that go both ways? Because a lot of the women that are a part of this community, as well as the men, they're dating a Jamaican man or somebody, you know, that's not Jamaican. So the same way you say what turns a Jamaican man / your typical man off is dishonesty, it goes both ways. You know, the Jamaican man is expected to bring honesty to the relationship as well. Right?
Yeah, most definitely. It's a back and forth thing. Contrary to popular belief, the same thing that turns a man, you know, off in any relationship, I think it's the same thing when it comes to a woman. I think transparency is key. I think if both of y'all ain't transparent with certain things, life itself, I think it's gonna be problems.
Right.
Regardless, because I can say, well, what turns a Jamaican man off, or any man, you know, is, as I just said, lies, cheating, you know, dishonesty would still form underneath lies. Some people would say a lot of kids. I wouldn't say a lot of kids. Why I wouldn't say a lot of kids is because if a man loves you, if you have 3, 4, 5 kids, if you got children, and a Jamaican man really love you, and he's gonna be with you regardless. The kids ain't gonna turn him off. He's there for you, and if he's there for you, then he's there for them babies.
Okay, but what if he don't love you yet? So how do you avoid turning him off before he loves you? I guess it's hard to turn a man off who loves you.
I think women are skillful enough to keep any man around until that point for the deal breaker. Before you start sharing certain things, I think women are so skillful that a woman will keep you around as long as possible.
Thank you, Trevor.
A woman will keep you around as long as possible.
Wavy.
Trevor, big up yourself. Yeah, man. So, you know, if a man really love a woman, you know, they don't really care about how much kids you have. And as I said again, a woman will keep you around as long as she wants. Even if you don't love her, she'll keep you around till she feel like you falling before she give you all the ins and outs and all the secret that she has. Because a woman can have kids and you don't know about it. Same thing with a man. The same thing. Well, go on, Diva. So, a woman can have a lot of kids and you never know.
Yeah.
Guy is the same thing. A man will have his kids and hide them. It's much more easier for a man to hide his kids because, you know, for whatever reason. But that's not a turn off. For a lot of, I would say, Jamaican men. I don't know about the typical man in a whole. Probably the typical man would think, nah, that's too much kids. But for a Jamaican man, we don't really give a damn about it.
Let's talk a little bit more about the transparency because you say a lack of transparency can turn a Jamaican man off. Is a part of that transparency speaking up and speaking your mind and voicing your concerns? Would you consider that to be transparency?
Transparency is when me and you both sit down and say, all right, well, let's go through the ins and outs of this thing. Let's put everything on the table that you think I should know, that you think is something big or something that, could cause not problems, but, something major that you think I should know. The small things is whatever. And when I say should know is, do you got kids? Do you got no crazy baby mama or baby daddy?
The STDs that you're living with.
You got anything going on crazy right there? Shit like that. The real things. Feel out all of that first. Get transparent. Put everything on the table. See what it is. See if there's anything that I could, see if I reject anything from that. You see if you reject anything on my side. See how we could work through that. And if we can't work through those things that are on the table, then we could say to heck with it.
Facts.
Yeah, where I'm coming from.
Diva is on her way to Jamaica, honey. We jealous.
See a flight to Jamaica,
Please
man.
let us know how that trip went.
I was supposed to go to Jamaica last month, yeah?
Oh, last month?
Next month.
Next month, yeah.
I was supposed to go to Jamaica next month for a wedding, but we ain't gonna make it because this COVID thing is crazy, so the wedding is canceled. But yeah, so transparency is key. So far, all I can say that what turned any Caribbean man off is lies, deceit, and not being loyal.
Okay, so let's talk about that some more. So Erica here says, I've never dated men with kids on purpose, and now I'm dating a Jamaican man with 4 kids. He waited, y'all forgive me, I've been sipping a long wine earlier. He waited 2 weeks in to tell me about the kids. At first it was a lot to process, but it's fine now. So is there ever a case where maybe you're not 100% upfront in a relationship, but it still works out well for everybody? Or what's your take on that?
For a lot of women sometimes.
Thanks for sharing, Erica.
Well, thanks, Erica, for that. What I must say is, for a lot of women, kids is a turn off. For a lot of women, kids is a turn off. So a man will sometimes, I will say, Caribbean man on a whole, because Americans will do it. I think any man will do this. Men on a whole sometimes will hide the number of kids that they have. They won't talk about them just because sometimes that's a turn off for any female if you have a certain amount of kids. You're 5 and her 3, that's 8. So when you pull that in,
overwhelming, maybe?
It probably be
for
overwhelming.
Some, not all.
For some.
Depends. And that's why communication is so important, because different strokes for different folks.
Yes, so sometimes that's a little bit overwhelming, All right, I could know what I go and diva. So sometimes it might be overwhelming. So men do lie about that. And I think that's the number one thing that probably men lie about, the kids. No. Will they have to tell you about these kids in the long run? Most definitely. They'll have to tell you about these kids in the long run, because they show. If they are a real father, a real dad to these kids, you will definitely know, because you will see some transaction going on back and forth, or they'll have to tell you one time. But for me, I think the best way to go about it is tell a woman. If you got 10 kids, you meet a woman, you tell her, hey, look, I got 10 kids. That doesn't change the fact that, I want you to be in my life, or whatever the situation is. If that's something that you can get past, if that's something that you can accept, then we could move forward. If if you can't deal with them 10 kids, or can't deal with just knowing that I have 10 kids, and it's not going to work, it's not going to work. Then if you're there for sex or whatever it is, then you can just let her know, hey, if it's about sex, it's just about sex. We got to protect ourselves, because I got 10. And if you sleep up, it's going to be 11. I'm still going to let you know. So a man should still let a woman know, even if it's just about sex. Just still let her know. That means she take the precaution that she has to take, because what if she's not on birth control? What if your condom bursts? What if any one of them things happen? You got to let her know, even if she said, this is not a relationship, we're just doing this for sex. I think it's fair to let her know, hey, I got 10. So make sure you're getting them injections, or you on birth control or something, because if it goes wrong, it's going to be 11.
Anything could go, and it could go
it's going to be
crazy.
11. So
what else turns a Jamaican man off then? If it's not the kids, maybe let's not even harp on that, because that's not even on the list. So
well, let me say this, babe. I can't find much things that turn a Jamaican man off, because Jamaican men are
Open-minded.
Well,
When it comes to women
I would
and
say
the different
open-minded when it
flavors
comes to
they
women.
come
Why?
in. Mm-hmm.
Size doesn't turn a Jamaican man off. No matter how nice and voluptuous a woman is, Jamaican man that they pick after
Yeah,
that.
I noticed that there's definitely a
So,
demographic
there's
for
nothing.
that.
There's nothing. Size
There's nothing
don't,
wrong
you know,
with
Jamaican
that
man
in
love
the Jamaican
the
culture.
nice BB doublers too.
And
the
I
nice
mean, in
plump
the
woman.
American culture as well, like we mentioned, it's not even just a Jamaican man thing. You know, there's big, beautiful women that appeal
Woman who
to
didn't
all
cl-
types of
Woman
men.
who didn't clean.
Yeah, see, that's a big one.
That's a good thing. I like that.
And you
Thank
know that.
I like when
You're
you guys
very
communicate.
passionate
I like when
about
you guys
that.
communicate because sometimes you are fresh in the brain.
Things slip your
and,
mind.
and throw things out there. Beautiful diva. A Jamaican man like a clean woman. That doesn't mean it's a deal breaker. Why? It's because he will teach you certain things. But you got to be willing to learn.
Are we talking hygiene clean or are we talking
Well,
household clean?
it's a rounded thing. It's a rounded thing because, as I said again, when it comes down to being clean, the house have to clean. The house have to clean, and you have to carry yourself a certain type of way. Hygiene got to be on par. And I don't think that's a Jamaican man thing. I think that's any man.
Some men are
Give us
nasty, baby. You'd be
one
surprised.
second. Let me see what's going on here.
No, you good. You rolling.
You rolling?
Yeah, I was just checking something out.
Okay. So, hygiene is, I think any man go for hygiene. The house cleaning part of it, don't get it twisted. A Jamaican man ain't looking a slave or a woman to just be cleaning all the time, cleaning and cooking all the time. That's not the thing. The thing is, know how to do it. We'll pitch in, you know, because
Yeah.
as a kid growing up, I always
That's
say,
big.
my mama taught me how to wash my own clothes. And in Jamaica, them times, you wash with your hands. So my mama taught me to wash, to cook, to clean my house,
Fold your
and to
clothes.
fold my clothes, to iron it. Why? She always says, son, I have to teach you these things because when you get a wife and she do it for you, you have to know if it's done well. So in order for me to know if it's done well, I have to know how to do it.
Uh-huh.
So those are things that she instilled in me as a kid growing up. And those are things I got to instill in my kids as well, in my sons. I have to let them know when things is done well, which is no problem because they have to know how it's done, if it's done well, so, you know, they could learn that as well. And our ladies, instill that in your kids.
Diva is on point because it's crazy, right? Before you say anything, it's crazy because everything that you're saying on here or everything that you're not saying, I'm like, we've had these conversations in private and you've touched on all these things. Especially that next one that she brought up. That's a big
Diva.
one.
You know what the thing with Diva? What Diva? Big up yourself. Why? She chose some good points out there. Some of the points that she's throwing out there, you can definitely know. So well then, she have a Jamaican.
He's
Kingston,
sleeping.
you sleepy? Diva said, a woman who don't know how to speak in company. And as I said again, that's not really, that's also a Jamaican thing, but I would say that's an every man thing. So specifically, I wouldn't say that's a Jamaican thing. I would just say that's a any man thing right there, you know.
What you think you missing, Kingston? What do you think you missing? You're not missing nothing. Say
Here goes
hello.
again, Kingston. Kingston, what's going on, buddy?
He just want to eat some cords. That's
Come down.
it.
Come on, Papa. Come, Papa. So, no cords. Don't be grabbing stuff.
Yeah.
So, yes.
But finish
So-
on the point, and then you can go into that one and stop omitting things and having Diva do all the work for you.
No, Diva speaking from a point
I'm
of
just
view
kidding.
where Diva speaking from a point of view where you know it makes sense, and those are things that probably her Jamaican man like to say, you know, like you know, probably say the Diva, and she probably note them like, okay, this is what it is, and that is what it is.
Right.
And that is a woman speaking from a point of view that has a Jamaican man too. So, you know, But yeah, I can't find too much things, you know. What y'all could do is just throw some things out there and I'll see
And
if
you can
it's one.
fact check it?
Yeah, and I can fact check it.
And I guess that's why we were hesitant to do like content on this, because we were like struggling with that. Like, well, what's so different from what turns a Jamaican man on, what we talked about, you know, but people wanted to see this video, so we just said, well, let's go live and see, you know.
Yeah, see what it is.
You say you can't really think of too much else? Hey, Denasia. Yeah, I think we're gonna start scheduling these so y'all can know ahead of time.
That was a last minute, just we're gonna go live, you know, because I wanted them thing. That was.
But I was about to go back to work, and I'm like, okay, I don't have no. Papa. Bless you, honey. I'm like, I don't have no content to edit this week, honey. So what we gonna do? So he like, well, let's just go live. Yeah,
let's just go live and check in with the folks.
But we're gonna start scheduling these. So yeah.
Check in with the fans.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me ask y'all this. What are some of the things that y'all think that Jamaican man will turn a Jamaican man off? Show some things in the topic and I will fact check them and see if it's right, I'll say all right, that's a good one. If not, I'll say nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, and while y'all doing that, I'll expand some more on that point based on conversations that we've had. It's like you want someone that can represent you in your absence. You know, you don't just want somebody who's as you said before, maybe an empty shell or maybe lacks substance. So, and again, this could apply to any man. You know, no man just wants something that look good with a hole between her legs. You know what I'm saying? Was that too much?
Nah.
Okay. You know, it's a package deal. They're looking for more than one thing. So I think somebody that can't hold conversation and company, as Diva brought out, is somebody that you probably have to work with, but it's nothing against that person. You know, anybody can improve themselves and get better, right? Some skills are innate to some people, others have to be built upon. So, I mean, don't be discouraged if you feel that you have areas that you need to work on, because we all do.
And that's because the Jamaican man is very proud, or the Caribbean man is very proud. So what happened is, whenever he has a female representing him, you know, he just wants her to be an area game majority of the time, especially if it's in public. You know, that's just one of them things. Mm-hmm. She said, if you have no interest, why? Well, Miss Robinson, let me tell you something. I don't think there's a woman that doesn't have no interest in cooking. Because
I'm sure we could find some.
No, I think cooking is an art. You just gotta find something to cook that you like cooking. Cooking is something that for a woman, if you encourage her the right way and give her the right, you know, give her the right tutoring at the end of the day, I think that a woman will definitely love to do it if you appreciate it. A lot of men, I would say, females try to cook for a lot of men, and when they do it and it don't come out right, they, you know, say crazy stuff to them. You know, or the way they operate don't give them the courage or give them, you know, nothing to do it again. But I think that if you encourage a female the right way, give her the right, you know, criticism, and she perfect that, she will feel good about herself and want to try different things, want to try different meals, try to, you know, do her little thing inside the kitchen.
Yeah, I think generally speaking, yes, but I do think you'll always find your group of people that just don't like certain things. So you're going to find women who just don't like to cook, you know. Maybe they just have always had somebody do it for them and they have no interest. But in general, you know, if you have a woman that wants to make sure that her man is well fed or whatever the case may be, and she wants it to come from her hands, then she don't have no reason to, you know, back away from that. I guess that's the better way of saying it.
Most definitely. Cooking is an art, man, and a lot of people are, what should I say now? A lot of females definitely are discouraged just by how males are, you know.
And it's a lot of pressure for women to be good at cooking. So you got some people that's just like, you know what, I ain't even touching that. I don't want the pressure. I ain't touching it, you know. Yeah. But with the Jamaican man, I can say, more than likely he knows how to cook. So if you don't, y'all not gonna starve. And
he will tutor you.
And he will tutor you if you need the additional tutorials.
He will tutor you and you will get that encouragement. And no matter how it turns out at the end of the day, he'll make you feel so good about yourself. You want to perfect it. You want to do it again. And yes, sometimes you'll make that sacrifice sometimes to eat that insipid food just to, because you know what, guess what, I might do this. Not for you, baby. I'm just saying.
Why are you laughing so hard?
As a man, though.
Hold up. You want to tell me that's all camera?
No, I'm just saying. Sometimes a female will cook that food. It's not that great.
It happens.
But you'll eat it, or you'll make an attempt or try not to make her feel crazy, but just to let her know that your efforts were well appreciated.
Yeah.
You know, we don't get mad and throwing the plate in the trash.
Yeah.
And acting crazy.
Definitely show your appreciation.
You gotta let her know that it's appreciated, and you will be surprised.
And
to
then,
know.
because what happens is, if you are dealing with a woman that, you know, cooking is not her top-notch skill, just positive reaffirmation, you know, positive affirmation and encouragement is enough to make her want to continue and to improve that craft. So guys, don't be so hard on the women, and you know.
And for the guys, I must say this too. If you're a man from a different culture, for say, you know, the American woman, they were raised in this country. This is their culture at the end of the day, if you're with an American woman, per se. Now, the American woman is raised in this culture. So I would say to any Caribbean man that meet a Caribbean woman, don't just get up and tell her, hey, try cook some oxtail, or I'm going to want some curry chicken, or this, or whatever the situation is. Some of these meals are cultural meals that probably they never tried to do before. That you might have to walk them through that. You know, so as a man, I will say, if you can do it, or if you know how to do it, teach her.
Right.
Don't expect her to just walk in there and just Google it and just wing it.
Especially when there's a cultural difference, you know, and we talked about this before in
And
one of
just
our
wing
other videos. Nobody's going to be born knowing how to cook your native dishes.
Yeah.
If she's not from where you're from.
For me,
So-
you know, sometimes I might want some
Eating
ackee
a
and
pork.
saltfish. Or I might want some, you know, something different from my culture. I won't just get up and say to my wife, hey, mama, I go want some ackee and saltfish in her. I go want this in her. I go want that in her. She don't know how to do it after but. So I'm setting her up for failure. What I will do though is cook it, tell her to draw close, show her the steps, you know, show her how to get it done. I watch her do it, you know, another time, and walk her through the process.
Right.
And then watch her execute. And
There's
I'm not
nothing wrong with that.
And I'm not expecting her to do A1 on it the first time. If she does, bravo. If she don't, I understand this is something new for her, and you know she needs time to perfect her craft. Or to
Hey,
perfect,
buddy.
you know, so that's just what it is. So
Yes.
one of them things. They showed some questions.
What else you got? What else you got, honey?
I don't know. I'm checking in to see what else they got going on. What Precious say?
Precious is dating a Jamaican man for the first
oxtail and
time.
I didn't quite get them right. But he praised me for the effort and that. That's what I'm saying.
And Precious, you can check out oxtail tutorial that O just did, and
Precious.
I think
Let me
that
say
might help
this.
out a little bit.
Oxtail hard for cooking, you know, because it's tough. You have to get through the process of knowing that, you know, just put them on and just cook them, and then, you know,
Yes.
it's about
Oxtail is a very stubborn meat, so you gotta
about
cook
texture.
it well.
it's about getting it tender. It's about flavor, tenderness and flavor.
Hey,
Color.
buddy.
So all of them stuff comes together to make oxtail great. Oxtail gotta taste good. Oxtail gotta be tender. Oxtail gotta have good color, because I went places to buy oxtail and it was some white oxtail that didn't have no flavor. Was tender, I give them that. They pressured that damn oxtail real good. But it was white. I don't know why it's white. And it didn't have any flavor, and that was bad. That kind of made me feel like, Jano, at this, I waste my $20 for buy this oxtail and I really go out with nothing, you know. So,
You gonna smile?
you know, oxtail is a thing where you take time for cook and learn. But as you just say, Precious, he praise you for your effort, because, you know, and that's the way it is. And I know you would have do it again. You'd have tried again, get it right, just because the effort was appreciated. And that's what I talk about. I want all the men to just know so well then, boy. And that not only go with cooking, it go with any little thing. it go in making a bed. A lot of females probably, know how to make the bed, but some might can't make the bed. And if you see a female make the bed and it don't make right, you know, of course, hey, you can't make a bed, you can't do this. No, don't do that. Take the sheet as a man, do it the right way, show her how to do it the right way. I said, babes, this is how, it's supposed to be done. And give her time to go ahead and try it out.
Let's also talk about what's the right way to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think, I believe in flexibility,
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it gives everybody breathing room and not one person is feeling like they have to meet a standard. So, for the ladies who make a bed a certain way and your Jamaican man might make it another way, still appreciate if your woman made the bed, it may not look like how you would have made it. But, and that's the beauty of relationships. There's room for differences.
Mm-hmm.
And there's room to just be like, you know what? Maybe you're better at this and I'm better at this. So if you don't like the way I do this and it's not getting up to,
Mm-hmm.
par, quote unquote, how about you be the bed maker and I be the clothes folder? I don't know. But, there's room for flexibility.
Facts. And
in that way.
Facts. If you do it your way and it looks all right and it looks good,
it's not the end of the world.
If it's not because it's not my way, that's okay. That's
right.
your way. I can accept that. If you do it your way, and and it looks decent, then I can accept that. But if you do it and it's crazy,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's my job to show you,
to teach you
how it's done.
Right.
No, if you say to me, well, babe, you know what? I can give it a couple try and it don't work, I wouldn't make you feel like a failure.
Right, because that's called abuse.
I wouldn't make you feel like a failure. I definitely chip in and make it right.
Special Loan said, Kingston is so cute. Thank you. He's growing up so fast, and I feel like I was just pregnant doing pregnancy videos.
Exactly. George just get pregnant a while ago, but the thing get crazy now. You have some Jamaican one, boy.
Mm-hmm. So we actually used what did we use?
Well, for me,
we used the crock pot before. Other times we just do it on the stove. We don't have a Dutch pot yet, though.
Now, I'm telling you something about cooking next year. It don't have nothing to do with the pot. Somewhat. The Dutch pot is an ancient thing where I saw see with grandparents them and ancestors used to cook the oxtail in the Dutch pot. Before people get pressure cooker and crock pot for kind of tenderize it first and then cook it down. Or me as a man, I brown my oxtail first, pre-fry it. Pressure it or get it soft and tender first, then cook it down. So I just my way of doing my oxtail. Now, if you have the time where you can just brown your oxtail nicely and then cook it down, add water to it till it gets soft and tender, then season it up nicely and make it cook down to a nice gravy and a nice flavor, then you go ahead. But yes, you do have women in the Caribbean countries that can't cook either. Surprisingly.
Right, and that's not a common stereotype. We talked about that before too. Like, it's not just American women can't cook.
No.
If you can't cook, it don't matter where you're from. That's just not your thing.
If I should think about it though.
But can it be learned? Absolutely.
If I should think about if I know any woman that can't cook from Jamaica that I don't know. I probably could find one or two. It wouldn't be that many. But this is a stereotype about the American woman, which I don't think it's a true stereotype dealing with, seeing American woman and being around some American woman. And my wife as an American woman. That was a crazy stereotype from Jamaica. A lot of people have that idea. I don't know why, but they always have that idea. Which is crazy.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you had been around so long, Special Loan, but thank you for rocking with us, girl, being a part of the Merge fam. But yeah.
Precious Baby said Jamaican men are outspoken and they will tell you. I learned that pretty quick.
Yes.
Yeah, Jamaican
especially if you got you an Aries.
What that's supposed to mean?
Jamaican man.
Yeah.
The most outspoken.
Well, Jamaican man outspoken because.
But that's okay because you know what that does? That gives you room to be outspoken too, if you're dealing with a man that kind of comes from that place, it gives you room to not feel like you have to be. I think there's a stereotype that Jamaican men want a submissive type of woman, or a woman that's not going to speak up, or a woman that's not going to challenge you. And that's false, you know. When Jamaican men are coming from a woman that's so domineering, maybe strong, powerful, like their moms and their grandmoms and their sisters, I think that it gives you more room to actually have a voice. You don't have to be submissive because they're not even used to that type of lifestyle. You know, it's not to say that they wouldn't mesh well with a submissive woman, and you definitely want to have your balance. But I think, you know, outspoken opens up the room to somebody else to be outspoken, which I appreciate. Do I feel like Jamaican men have different expectations of American women opposed to Jamaican women? Expectations, no. Do I think they have certain ideas about American women versus Jamaican women? Absolutely. And that's
what kind of idea?
That's probably a whole nother video. But
what kind of idea Jamaican men have no woman?
Well, if I'm being honest, I think that, and these are not my words, ladies. So whomever it is watching, don't think these are my words. These are things that I've heard. I think that wow, what time is it? Because we get into some dark stuff. I think that Jamaican men have the perception that American women are more sexually open. Whatever that means. Take that how you want to take that.
See, the thing is, let me answer this one at the bottom.
But expectations, to your question, Precious, no, I don't think there are different expectations, but I do think they have different ideas. That's one of them.
I don't think there is different expectation. The only thing, as I said again, there's a couple stereotypes in there when a Jamaican man meet an American woman, or any Caribbean man meet an American woman right after rape. There is, you know, certain stereotypes that probably go first. That will disappear quickly. That will disappear quickly after you get acquainted with your American woman. You will sit down and eliminate them one by one. Okay, didn't know that she could do this. Okay, they will have conversation too. And as I said again, yes, the Jamaican man is very outspoken. Why? That's just, you know, the way we are. That's how we were raised, and you know, we get a whole heap of beating from our mama. To tell,
oh my gosh, April, girl.
What did April say?
She said, "It's not what you say; it's how you say it, girl. Say it again. Say it again."
Well, April, girl, you know what? That's a good one right there. I'm going to tell you why. Some of the things that I said to my wife, some of the time, she probably said to me, she probably hear it and it come off a certain type of way. But at the ending of the day, I
know he's not coming from.
I'm not coming from a crazy place. I'm coming from a, you know.
We've had enough trial and error in that area for me to figure it out now.
Yeah, but I just one of them things that I don't think some should have put on a filter and not know me I say for real. You know, you gotta get it as it is. As it come to my mind, that's what me I gonna say. Me not really prep myself and say, okay, let me say this to her in a way where, you know, I don't know. It just comes out the way it is.
Yeah, babe. You mean well. You're just blunt. You know, that's just you.
But a wife, I love her 100%. So she knows that I don't mean nothing. I don't mean I'm not come from a place where it's damaging, or from a place that is, you know. Papa, want me to have to go on someone?
He like, why I'm not in bed yet, and what are y'all doing?
No one got no bed. He want to come chill out. But yeah, I just one of them things.
Yeah. So it's just one of them things, ladies. Anything else? No.
Yeah, man. So I just one of them things, man. But them have a whole heap of stereotype against you American ladies, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the TV them watch. I don't know who tell them these things, but I think it's the way. And to be honest with you, a lot of the stereotypes I think came from watching some of these movies. And the bad thing about watching these movies when you're in Jamaica and getting these movies on cable TV or whatever it is, even back in the days, was white woman movies. It wasn't even the black woman. The black woman always portray in these movies like she'll cook up some food and she'll do some things. But it always show the white folks trying to eat stuff. Hold on.
He's not even having it.
Yes.
He's like, I am a part of this, whether y'all like it or not.
Look at this go make him chill.
But Barbara said to try the oxtails in the oven. And
oxtail in the oven cool.
Good.
I've done oxtail many different ways. I've done it in the oven as well. So it's pretty cool as well.
And she says she's an Aries as well. We tell it like it is. Yes, y'all do. But you know what? I love me some Aries. All of my closest friends, including my husband, are Aries. I have a couple Leos sprinkled in there. I love y'all too, but we be having our challenges, because my Leo ladies, y'all just think the world revolve around y'all. And any Leo in here gonna tell you, yep, it's my world and y'all just living in it. And me as an Aquarius, I just, I don't know. It's hit or miss, but I love my Aries. I love my Leos. I love my Geminis. It's been a while since I had me a good Gemini friend, but I love Geminis. So, but yeah, y'all. Well, thank y'all for dropping in with us at this late hour with no notice on a weekday.
Check in with Nina because they know the thing already. You understand me?
Yeah.
Check in and we have some conversation because me like when we have them little conversation because me have to know how it goes. And then me have to check in with them because me have to make sure say everything alright. Because
Yep.
you don't know it go already.
Hey, Pumpkin, you ready for night?
Some boy don't want to sleep, man. He want to chill out in him fire. Yep.
Yeah, so, well, this was fun, y'all.
My Jamaican is Leo and his ego drives me crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a thing. But you know what? With a Leo, I think they're very committed and they're loyal people when it comes to friendships, and they have some really good traits. So I'll take the good with the bad. I'll take the huge ego in exchange for the great traits that come with it.
Let me tell all of the ladies them something about the Jamaican man, why him operate the way him operate. No Jamaican man is raised by one woman. A village raised every Jamaican man. Jamaica is a place that is very stern, outspoken. It can be a very crazy place, very beautiful as well. But majority of the men that in Jamaica is raised by a village. When I say raised by a village, raised by a lot of different men that tell themselves them is galleys, them is players, them is working man, them is counselors, them is all type of things. So everybody will sit you down. Some of them got a lot of knowledge, some of them just talk for talk's sake, but you go around so many different characters that you build your own character over time. Now, all of these characters that sit down with you and talk to you as a Jamaican man want you to be the strongest Jamaican man there is. They will always tell you, don't be soft, don't be this. Where you want to do this? Where you going to deal, or how you going to deal with that? What you think about this? So at all times from a tender age, you have to have a voice, you have to have a direction, you have to be a certain type of way about certain things, and you have to be well outspoken. So that's how Jamaica, a lot of Jamaican man was raised. Them raised by a village, a very stern village too. So you can never be introverted a certain type of way. You can, because our role is just one of them things. So you will have some of us that are introverted that move a certain type of way. But when you find a Jamaican introvert, it's a very serious person. You just never know. You need a Jamaican to be outspoken, because when you meet a Jamaican that don't talk much or don't say much, you never know what I think about. That can be dangerous. So It's just one of them things.
Precious, I love you guys. You have helped me more than you will ever know. Thank you so much. Aw, Precious.
That's definitely precious, man.
We love you too. Thank you.
And love goes out to all out here.
What's going on, baby?
I just say I'm going.
But yeah, guys, we are a small community. We're a growing community. But that's why we try to hear y'all voices, because it's such an intimate community and we can all relate to each other. All of our situations may look a little bit different, But we can just talk and share ideas and provide insight. Everybody's experiences are different, so that's why we don't shun anybody's experience. We do have some people that come here and say, you know what, this, that, and the third. Their experience may not fit our narrative on it, but it's not to discredit anybody's experience.
Most definitely.
So. Yes.
And people have them say so, You know it go already. People have them say so, and people have for them are thinking about certain things. Yeah. And when we come on here, sometimes I will say certain things, how it go already. It's from our perspective. Everybody have them own perspective, but we can get a wider margin. We can get a margin from, where I see things from. Me a Jamaican and Jay American, and we live the life. We speak sometimes about certain things that from their perspective and from mine. And the union is beautiful, and as I said, we surpass nothing. She been to Jamaica, I live here.
Kingston, what is going on, boy? You alright? You okay? Or you going through some things?
I'm just like the arms house, man. That thing have gone. So I just one of them things.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, pretty miss. He looks like his mommy.
Yeah, man.
Nah, he looks like you. He looks like you, babe.
You look like man. So, yeah.
Yes.
I just one of them things there, man. But I'll say again, when it comes down to it all, y'all can always shoot us the message them, shoot us certain things, and if anyone of y'all got Jamaica, you want some spots to go to Jamaica for entertainment, for certain things, just give me a shout out. If any of y'all go Jamaica and y'all feel like, oh damn it, I ain't got nobody to go with, or I want to be safe, give me a shout out. Cause as I said again, still got family in Jamaica, some people that will, carry around, show you certain things, make sure y'all safe. You understand where I come from? Mm-hmm. And I cannot give y'all the places to go where to have fun.
Yeah, we make sure y'all don't get napped while you're there.
The best parties where to go to. And my name credible where I come from. As a Jamaican. Credible. So with that being said, yeah man.
Yes.
Yeah man.
Okay.
You don't know the thing.
Well, I would say that wraps it up. We have to get ready for the work week. Kingston needs to go get his butt some shut-eye.
Kingston, you have to go to bed now.
Mommy needs to unwind. But, you good?
Yes, man. I ate that, man.
All right. Well, it was so much fun talking to you guys. Like I said, if y'all enjoyed this, what we could do is days where we're really struggling to put out content and edit the content X, Y, and Z. We can just go live and do something real laid back like this. Continue shooting us out the topics that y'all want us to cover. Even if it's hard to talk about, we'll still make an effort for you guys just so you can hear it firsthand from a Jamaican man. I know that's very helpful for some of you. I don't think we have anything else at this time. What's the status on merch?
Merch. We have get some things print up. We have get some merch. We have work on them same. But just see Trevor in the live, And Trevor supposed to work on the logo and certain things. So yeah, we'll bring that to them in due time. We'll give us some merch. All our tier 1 subscribers. Probably about give us probably 200 people. Give us some merch to about 100 and y'all just take a picture, show it up, and send it in, email them to it, put that in the comment section so we can build a nice blog about them, or put some picture up, with some of y'all. So you don't know the thing going on.
Good night, Sherelle.
So
and yes, anybody who is new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Join the community. Like I said, we're a growing community, but we're really tight knit over here. We really love each other over here in this community. So if you want to be a part of it, definitely hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, man, subscribe.
Cut on your notification bell. That's just so that when we do stuff like this, go live or post new content, you don't miss it. You know what's up. And
share the content. Talk about it. Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah.
And I want them ball game there. I will say again. And Jay. Kingston there tonight. Kingston.
Good night, you guys. Say bye-bye.
Say bye-bye. Say a little more.
Bye-bye.
Tell them a little more.
Good night.